Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a follow makeup tutorial, what do they call it? Oh, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Is that what it's called? Anyway, I'm going to be following, it's following. I'm going to be doing a following makeup tutorial. Anyway, I'm doing one of those. I'm jumping on that kind of bandwagon thing. I'm going to be doing a Genevieve one. So this is the one I've chosen. I've got it here on my laptop. I did something similar to this about a year ago. I did a special effects one, which I'll link down below. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to edit it. But yeah, obviously I might not have all the products that Jamie's going to be using, but I'll try my best to find things that are similar, I hope. But let's jump right into it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today,
side note, I do have mascara and eyebrows on already because I had work today, so I'm doing this after work. So anyway, let's continue on.
I'm going to show you how to create this entire, I just scratched my own face. I'm going to show you how to create this entire look. It is super dramatic, a kind of nice cool toned blue sparkly eye, winning. I hope you really liked it. I have my hair tied back. I mean business. What I'm going to use is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter.
I don't have that.
Matte primer. This is the soft matte primer. I'm just going to take one little pump on the back of my hand and I'm just going to apply that to my centre areas.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to be doing is I will get my Too Faced Hangover Primer. As I said before, I do have my concealer and eyebrows and stuff on because I was at work, but I'll put this quickly. Look at this, look at it, it's disgusting. Feral thing. But anyway, I'm gonna put this everywhere. Oh, I have the concealer like underneath my eyes, and I did have it here, but I always touch my face, so it kind of rubbed off and I didn't set it. So that's what happens when you're rushing for time because you decide to drink your coffee really slow. But because she's using a mattifying primer, I'm going to go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's like a little sample. I'll plop a little bit of that on my palette here and I'll just apply that to my center area. Okay, so applying that with my fingers. My camera keeps cutting off and I don't know why. Technology is not my friend. We'll figure something about this later. Let's continue on.
I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is the Iconic London foundation stick. This is the shade 2.2, which is a little touch light for me.
Okay, so don't have that either. But I do have my Hourglass Vanish Stick in Sand. So I think she just puts it all over her face. Yeah, so she puts it all over. Oh, I just went over the pimple and oh well. It's a bit yellow for me, but once I put all my concealer and stuff on, it tends to be okay. She's putting quite a lot on. This is a really good foundation. I love this foundation a lot. Okay, back. Camera keeps cutting out, I don't know why. But I'm just blending away. Okay, let's see what she does now.
Baby hair, get out of my life. From here, I'm going with my concealer and I am trying out the All Nighter Concealer by Urban Decay.
I don't have that. Oh, this is turning out to be a great one, isn't it? But I do have Tarte Shape Tape, which I know she uses. So I'll use that because, you know, makeup in Australia is not cheap at all. It's quite expensive. So I'm just gonna do a couple of dots on my face. And by a couple I mean wog. WOG couple, you know. Couple in WOG language means 5 or 6, but I'll do 4. Okay, so she's putting it like on her highlights. I'm gonna put it there, there, there. Kind of want to highlight here and here. And I think before we continue on with watching her tutorial, I'll cover these little boo-boos in a different colour, not a light colour. So I'm just going to use like a Real Technique a Real Technique setting brush to blend all of that in. Because I'm pretty sure does she use a brush?
And the shade that I'm using, I'm going to blend that in with a kind of synthetic domed brush. My eye bags are...
Oh my goodness, what have I done?
I'm just going on my lid with the All Nitre Concealer from Urban Decay again.
Okay, so I'll just go in with the Tarte Shape Tape on my lids. And then I shall blend it out with the same brush.
Now while we're on all of the creams, I'm going to contour with the Iconic foundation stick as well.
Okay, so she's contouring with the cream. I don't have a stick foundation that I can contour with. Oh well, I do, but it's in a palette. But I think I'll just use this Makeup Forever palette. As you can probably see, it's well loved. And I'm just going to go in with that shade there. So I'm just going to grab like a concealer brush. And she's carving out her cheek, so I shall do the same. Where else is she going? Okay, so she goes on her forehead, on her jawline, and down her nose. I'm gonna need a mirror for this. That's some terrible line stuff, terrible. That's alright. So she uses a sculpting brush, but I might go in like one of those artiste brushes by Iconic though. But I might just go in with my Real Techniques sculpting brush, very fitting. So I'll start with my nose contour.
Because I've used so many cream products, I need to kind of set my face a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D blotting powder in the shade Light.
Yeah, well, lo and behold, I don't have that. So I'll use a HD High Definition Pressed Powder by Makeup Forever. It's translucent. We'll use this.
And take Patrick Starr's powder by MAC. This powder is amazing for baking.
I don't have that. What I do have is the Ben Nye setting powder, which I always put in my Rimmel Match Perfection. Like it's an empty carton, but I just pour that in there. So I'm gonna need to pour a bit more in there anyway. So I'll pour a bit more and I'll carve out my cheekbone. I'm just gonna use a sponge like she does, but I don't have the sponge that she's using, so I'm using my Real Techniques one. I'm carving it out. I have to agree with Jamie on this one. It does make a difference when you carve out your cheekbone, as in like when you bake underneath it for a sharper contour. Okay, so I'll leave that there.
Another thing I've been doing is just setting the sides of my nose. And then just down the centre. I'm just going to dust that away.
Oh, wait. Okay, so down my nose and the centre. And then brush it away, which I'm going to do now. She brushed off her bake, so that's what I've already done. And then we're going to continue on with the video.
Now I'm going to grab my Dark Tan bronzer by MAC and I'm just going to sculpt my cheeks a little bit more.
Right, you guys are probably going to be getting annoyed because I don't have most of the amazing products that they have or that Jamie has. However, I am going to go in with my Hourglass bronzer. This is in Luminous Bronze Light. She looks to be using like a small brush. Yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly bronze up. Looking pretty bronzy on camera, actually. Just takes it down her neck too. Yeah, beautiful. Cool. Okay, so she goes onto eyes next.
This is the 25A palette from Morphe.
I think I have a similar palette. Hold on. Whoa, wait. Okay, so I've got 3 palettes by Beauty Creations. They're not Morphe, but along the same lines. So she's going in with a what?
Warm brown, but don't judge me.
She's going in with a warm brown. Okay, I think it might be something along the lines of this color right here. Or, I mean, I have like my Tarte palettes and my Anastasia palettes and stuff like that, but since Morphe is kind of like the same price range as these, or these are the same price range as Morphe, I might as well just use this. Or maybe this one. Okay, so she's using a blending brush. Oh my god, I got so much stuff on my table. So she's using a blending brush and she packs it on the brush, a warm brown. Yep, done, packed. Okay, so she's putting in her crease and she's kind of like angling out. Maybe I should zoom into, zoomed in. Okay, so she's just gone all the way in her crease.
I'm going to go in with this middle shade here, which is a really cool toned brown.
Cool tone brown. I think this one here is quite close to it, so she said she's going to go to a smaller blending brush.
Backwards and forwards, just picking your brush up so you can blend the transition shade and the deeper shade together. Don't worry about going onto your lid, we're going to cover our lid up totally anyway. Just picking up little bits of pigment at a time and blending back and forth. And then I'm going to swap my brush over to just a little bit of a smaller brush. This is the 247.
So I'm just going to quickly do this and then I'll go underneath my eyes. So then she goes underneath.
With this colour here, it's the second darkest colour in the palette.
So it's like a really dark brown, close to black. Okay, so for that colour, I think I'm going to go into my Tarte Let in Bloom palette because I have Smoke Show, which is not a black but a really dark brown, which is kind of like what she got. So
I'm going to take my little flat brush. This is 253 from Smith. Pop it in the shadow, and I'm just going to press that. Like, look at that. The pigment. Wow. And I'm just going to lightly press that on all over.
Okay, so I'm going to take that shadow and do the same thing that Jamie's doing. So she puts it all over her lid. And she takes it into the inner corner as well. Okay. So done that, what else does she do?
And start to smoke out the eye a little bit more.
Oh yeah, she takes the same colour and the transition colour as well. So she mixes the two together and she blends out the edges.
Here I have one of the Tarte chrome paints, and this is called Steal the Show.
Okay, so surprise, surprise, I don't have that. But I do have the Dose of Colour Eye Duo in Envy and the Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay. So I'm thinking of mixing the two together. So put this down first and then have the blue on top. And I'm hoping that shall work. So I won't bother with the cream bit of the Dose of Colour shadow. I do have the coconut spray that she has. So I'm going to spritz the same brush that I used for the darker brown. I'm going to spritz my Fix Plus on that. And go in with the Dose of Colour shadow part of it. And she puts it where she put the dark brown. Who said we need the same stuff as these beautiful, amazing YouTubers? But that's kind of like cool with that on its own too. But I am going to put the blue on top from Urban Decay. So I'll close this up because knowing me I'll probably drop it and it'll go all over my carpet. So I'm going to spritz my brush again and I'm going to go in with that blue. So it's like that blue, if it will focus, that one. I'm hoping mixing them together will get that colour. Oh yeah, sorta. Well, she did say it's a blue-grey. This is, yeah. Yeah, I think it's working. What do you guys think? Okay, so she goes back in with a brush, obviously, with the darker brown to darken up the corners. So I'm going to go in with the Smoke Show again from the Tartlet in Bloom and use that to darken the crease. Okay, so she then goes in with a liquid liner and adds little flicks. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. So I'm just going to do the same. She goes all the way in. Jamie, man, you said a tiny flick. Okay, I'm stopping because if I try and fix that, it's going to go thicker, and she did thin.
Pop off and do my mascara and lashes and I'll be right back.
I'm going to do the same. Okay, so my lashes are on, mascara's on. Let's see what she does next. Okay.
That is probably the most natural my eyebrows have ever been. I'm just going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone with my Oh Darling highlighter from MAC.
I wish I bloody had that, but I don't. So, okay, so it's like a light champagne colour, so I think I might use this one. So she highlights her inner corner, she said, and her brow bone with this.
And I'm going to add the highlights back into my skin using the iconic London Illuminator drops.
Oh, I got something similar to that, but I do have these by Australis. This is in gold, and it's a bit rank. Like, look at this. But it's kind of similar, I think, but hers is more rose gold and this is just... So she's using her fingers, so I'm going to put some on my palette here. So I'll put some of the gold. So she applies it with her finger onto the highest points of her cheeks.
So I'm going to use my Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Stark Naked, and we're just going to line our lips.
Okay, so I don't have that lip liner. Again, surprise, surprise, but it's like a darkish brown. I might use the Ben Nye Berry Brown lip liner. Okay, so I have to kind of like nude it down a bit, so I'm just going to use Colourpop's Lippy Stick in Skimpy. Yep, okay, and then she puts Dose of Colours, what'd she say? Something gloss on top. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use my Sephora lip gloss in Perfect Nude. Yeah, this looks a lot like hers.
And now I'm just going to add my little freckling.
I think I got it right.
Brown liner, if any of you can recommend any to fill my freckling. So you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you like.
Yay! So we're done. What do you guys think? Did I do a good job? Jamie, if you're watching, what do you think? Yeah, I think I did okay. I think I did good. So if you liked it or you had fun, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, wait, thumbs up is a like, whatever. Okay, so comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! I don't have the nails anymore, so I can really end it like she did with the clicks. But